What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, man. Salute to all the masculine mercenaries. One love to all the madam mercenaries. Shout out to everybody who supports Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. If you tuned in right now, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in, man. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. After you hit the like button, hit the share button. Share the show. Share the show. Share it on your community tab, your Discord, wherever you share videos, share this stream. That's the first two ways you support the stream. That is the first two ways you support the show. And it's very much appreciated. After that, you can go to Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can financially support the show, or you can simply hit the super chat button, leave your questions, your comments, and I will post them. It's very much appreciated. Salute to everybody. Make sure you donate to the show. Make sure you donate to the show. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. It's just business. It's just business. Manosphere Mayhem. Manosphere Mayhem. You know, don't take it personal. It's just business. Now, why am I speaking on this? I'm speaking on this because right now, this space is going crazy. You know, this space has become a very unwelcoming place. It's not welcome anymore. It's doesn't feel like you at home. It's not a home for men anymore, for brothers to come, especially us, black men. And what we see going on is big bank take little bank, you know. And when I say big bank take little bank, I'm saying big views, bigger platform, bigger influence. And this is on all levels. And what you see is you see a war. And the war is no longer about right or wrong. It's no longer, the war is now about survival. This is why it's chaos. Because now the war is about survival. Now we're gonna see who's able to survive after the dust settles. After whoever takes over the space, we're gonna see who's left. We're gonna see who's going to stick to their message and who's gonna be around, period. Who's just gonna be around. So this war, this mayhem that we see is about survival at this point. See, now the guys who were just panel prostitutes, they had to get channels and, you know, go off and do their own thing, because what they were doing on other guys' platforms was hurting the content creators. So this is why you see a lot of these guys, you know, they had to run off and do their own thing, basically. But see, now those guys are infighting. They're running around still, you know, trying to clout chase off other people. talk shit about other people. You know, that's why I throw my little jokes out there, and I put my little videos out and throw jokes at them every once in a while because it's just funny, you know. But they're fighting for survival because based on how they came in, it's easy for them to be rooted out. They can be washed away out of this space easy because they came in as panel prostitutes and they just became content creators. Some of them this year, some of them have only been content creators for 2 years. But they didn't come in on the premise of building and adding on to the space. Those guys came in and became a cancer. See? And now those guys are scratching to survive because, like I said, they're easily to root out. Easy. Those guys they're like the slums of the Black Manosphere. You know, they're the slums. Over there, it's a bunch of chaos, ratchetness, counterproductivity, just mayhem. And the audience that they have, they're banking that they're gonna keep that. They're banking on that the dysfunction is going to keep being alluring to their audience. Because this is how they're going to survive. This is how they're going to survive. And what they're going to turn around and say, like a lot of people has been saying, it's just business. If people are paying to see that, what's the problem? What's the problem? I'm getting the views. I got the people in the chat. People are donating. What am I doing wrong? How am I offending anyone? Why should anyone be offended? I'm just over here running my business. And see, this is why I say that's the slums of the Black Manosphere, because those are the same guys who get on YouTube and talk craziness about the drug dealer on the corner who's selling drugs to make money while simultaneously killing his people. But these guys get on YouTube and in the name of making money is spewing poison to their people. These are these same quote unquote educated guys who get on here and spew poison. But since it's not in the form of a product that somebody can buy, see, they don't understand. They really don't understand what they think they know. See, poison is poison. The things that you guys are spewing and the things that you guys are doing behind the scenes to other brothers is very dangerous and harmful. Just like that dude selling drugs. See, it's both harmful. It both could kill. Both can kill. But see, y'all do it on here in the name of, I'm just doing business. I'm just trying to get money like everybody else. It's just business, right? If y'all could make money, why we can't? This is what happens when you do business without any ethics. You see? This is what happens. You have Manosphere Mayhem, where now brothers want to totally disassociate themselves for business purposes, which I understand, for business purposes. We've turned what was ours into a weapon that can destroy us. But see, none of you brothers seen that. It's only a few of us that see that. We're not fighting against nothing now. We're fighting ourselves. And it's because spiritually we're mad at the fact that we've squandered this space. Everybody's really upset. So now brothers want to, go at each other. This is what happened. So now, since we can't do it together, now it's dog eat dog. Now it's dog eat dog. Now it's about what I'm going to get for me and only me. See? See, let me explain something. Because there's a lot of men in this space that make generalized statements. And I think that's been a problem here in this space for a long time, where guys are allowed to make general statements without qualifying them. And then what happens is dudes take it and run with it and repeat it and then play those statements out in situations, and it totally goes against what the person really was trying to say in the beginning. If y'all understand what I'm saying. Shout out to Mr. Greasy, man. I appreciate the donation. See? But let me say this. A man is not a man is not a man because he conducts business. A man is a man when he conducts business and doesn't lose the fact that he's still a man. Because see, a lot of you guys think, oh, this is business. I'm doing this for business. But y'all running around here doing a lot of, F-boy stuff in the name of doing business. See, that don't make you a man just because you could say, oh, I'm doing business. Oh, I'm getting money. I know 12-year-olds that's getting money. You see? But that is another problem that turned into a cancer in this space, where a lot of these bozos now, they feel that they're allowed to do what they can, the things that they're doing, because of certain things that weren't checked. And one of those things is dudes making generalized statements, not qualifying them, and then letting these bozos run around and use those things without qualifying. And then that creates confusion and chaos. Now we back to the crab mentality in the name of doing business. Shout out to Hills Inn. Appreciate you, fam. In the name of doing business. See, you're not a man just because you can do business. You're a man when you do business and keep your integrity. Because you don't have to be an F-boy to make money. But see, that's the new thing. That's something that's been in the atmosphere for a couple of years now, where it's cool to be an F-boy but have money. It's cool to be disloyal but have money. It's cool to be a cutthroat but have money. See? It's cool to be a clout chaser as long as you got some money to show on your Facebook feed. And this is what these goofies is doing in this space. Oh, I could run around and tear other brothers down. Dudes is watching it. Dudes is donating. I got 1,000 views on that video. I got 2,000 views on that video. Obviously, I'm doing something right. In the name of tearing another brother down, though. You an F-boy. That's what you are. You ain't doing that in the name of telling the truth. You doing that in the name of dishonoring another brother. Shout out to my brother Ronan. Appreciate you. You see? We got to qualify our statements. We're not women, we're men. Qualify your statement, because these dudes are running around using them same statements. Well, we get money, so you know, we just need to be focused on the bottom line, and that's getting this money. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. But see, this is a problem. This is why there's no order. This is the same thing that's going on in the streets. The YouTube streets, the streets is going on, the same thing. It's cool. It's cool because you got the bag. So it don't matter what it don't matter who you are. Who cares if you really a snitch? Who cares if you really just a dishonorable person? You got the bag. Same thing here. It's just business. It's just business. We're back to what? Rugged individualism. Everybody's taking their ball and going home now. It's no longer us against the gynocracy. It's the gynocracy is now your fight. It's not our fight anymore. It's your fight. It's what you want to promote on your platform. And that's going to be based on who want to listen to you and who's going to pay for it. Because it's what? It's just business. That's why we talked about the gynocracy. Because it's just business. We was in the business of critiquing black women. It's just business. That's all it is. We're not gonna really do nothing long as we getting paid for talking about it. We good. We good. We good. See? And now that we found out that it was just business talking about the gynocracy, right? The overall consensus is based on the results, it was just business because the gynocrats are here. They're here. So now the gynocracy, you know, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Because that's no longer lucrative. See? Because y'all was just talking about it for business purposes. Y'all really wasn't gonna do nothing about it. Y'all not doing nothing about it in y'all real life. Y'all are actually going and marrying those same women y'all complaining about. Y'all are actually pushing black men back to those same women y'all was advising black men to stay away from for the past 5 years. From my knowledge, could have been longer than that, but I came in on 2.0. So that's what I'm going to speak on what I know. See? See, it's no longer lucrative to talk about that. See, because it was just about being business. That's why now you're hearing guys saying, listen, it ain't about all that other stuff we were saying before. You just got to get what you could get. See, I pay attention. Shout out to the God Gold Professor. He said, we are our own agency. Yes, sir. Supporting the channel. See? Now it's not her problem that you're unattractive to her. Now that's just the way it is. See, before there was statistical evidence that proved why she didn't like men like you. But now that that's no longer lucrative, now you just got to get what you could get. Even though DS1 been saying that since 2017. Go and check the playlist section, the relationship series. When I first got on a panel and spoke to Peg Leg Willie. I told him he needs to date on his level. And if he's this high value guy, because they used another term back then, I think they were calling themselves premium men. I said, so why can't you find you a premium woman? Why can't you find you a woman on your level? Maybe the women you dating are the women that are on your level. That's why you're getting with them. You ever thought about that? And we found out that that's the truth. And that's the truth for the majority of these men. That's the truth for the majority of us. And that's what I always said. Date on your level. Stop all of that getting up here trying to make it seem like something else. Date on your level. If you could get somebody that's above that, do your thing. But see, when I say date on your level, I'm not just talking about financially. See, I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about emotionally and spiritually. To date on that level too. That's why a lot of you guys who got a lot of money, y'all date wounded women. Because y'all are still wounded men. And you thought because how she dressed herself up that she wasn't damaged goods. See? And that's how a lot of you so-called high value guys fall victim. Because y'all not really dating on y'all level. Well, y'all really are, but y'all don't know that. You think this little bottom feeder is something special because she look good. Because she in shape. She got a nice little body. She got a Chanel purse that another dude she went on a date bought her. You think she bought it. And y'all run into these kind of women and get dog walked. See, I spoke about this a long time ago. But see, when Peg Leg Willie gave me pushback, I understood. He said out of his mouth on that panel that he was talking about this stuff just for money. He said it. He said it. He doing it for money. It's just business. So if you wonder why black men always coming together trying to build something, but it never gets to a certain level, because it's just business. It's not about actually completing the project and actually seeing what we've actually done. It's just about business. We all take our money out the pot, get what we gonna get, and we go do what we do. It's just business. It's not about legacy. It's not about changing the trajectory of how black men are looked in society based on our platforms. It's not about that. It's just business. That's all. That's all. Who can collect? Who's the banker for this space? That's what they're looking for. Who? Donovan Sharp. He's going to be the banker. Because everybody's saying he can take over this space. So he's going to be the banker. He's going to be the one everybody go see. Right. Nothing wrong with that. Not mad at that at all. But just like a politician, if he doesn't do the bidding that you want him to do, even though you've been in the Black Manosphere for however long and supported it, but he's going to take it and do what he wants to do with it, you have no say in that, buddy, because you never cared to have any say in it in the beginning. It's the same thing that happens with the pale man when he take our stuff and do what he want with it. You know why? Because we give it to him. We give it away. They've always paid us for our ideas and inventions. We built everything you see. But they knew that we were psychologically broken. So they knew they could offer us as low as possible. And if they got to add a little sauce on it, they'll put a little sauce. You know, they know black people like sauce. So, you know, they throw a little incentive in there. So we'll give you 200,000 and a sponsorship from this company that you gonna promote on your platform for the next 2 years, and every month we're gonna send you a $2,000 check. But this is not yours no more. You work for us. You know, like how they just did L.A. Reid, how they just made him sell all the rights to his publishing that was taken over by some type of animation type of company. And you know what they gave him in return? They gave him a seat on the board of the company that owns 100% of his publishing rights. The same company owns Dream's publishing rights. See, this is what happens when you're just about business. This is what happens. They own Dreams Publishing. They own L.A. Reid's catalog. They own Dream, L.A. Reid, and I forgot about two more other artists. Two more other artists. This is a company that has nothing to do with music, nothing to do with hip hop. Shout out to CL Collins. I see you. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Donate to the show. I appreciate all the donations. See what happens? You see? L.A. Reid sold 100% of his catalog. 100% of the rights in that catalog in exchange to sit on the board of the company that owns the stuff. It's just business, right? It's just business. It's just business. See what we do? In the name of business, we give everything that we work for away to someone else to do what they want to do with it. And that's what's going to happen with this space, because it's just business. So if it's just business, all right, here you go. This is mine now, and I'm going to go do what I want to do. And we're going to flip and do whatever we want to do with this. And whoever don't like it, oh well, because it's not yours. It's just business. And now the chaos is in who's going to get the business opportunities. Who's going to get the business opportunities? Shout out to Amber. She say they're the drug dealers of the Manosphere. They don't care about the effects of their business. Facts. Exactly. Because it's just business, right? These guys sitting around here getting mad at politicians when they're politicians. They're going to meet the people's interests that are paying them. It's business. How y'all mad at Trump? Trump is the perfect politician. He's a businessman. They go hand in hand. You see? Except in politics, he can be a little more inflammatory. You know, he could talk more stuff than in the business world. He could see in the business world he could be more of a bully with his money. He can't really do that in politics, but in politics he could talk his shit, and that's what Trump do, and that's why people don't like him. But he's the perfect politician because it's just business at the end of the day. One hand wash the other, both wash the face. You grease my palms, I'll make sure you get elected, but you gotta grease some palms. It's business. It's business. It's business. Shout out to my man Doug. Appreciate you, Doug. Shout out to you, man. It's just business, you know. It's nothing wrong with it. It's business, and it is because it's not personal. Because they don't even think about who it affects. That's not even a thought. Because the people who are affected, see, because I went to school for business, so I know what this is. I know the textbook side and the application of it. So the people who are affected by you doing business is just the cost of doing business. Casualties is considered the cost of doing business. That's all. And these radicals that you got running around causing this chaos, that's what they are. They're the effects of the narrative of the peg leg willies, of the cobras. You see, they're 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 the direct results of them dudes just doing business. That spawned the Fantastics, the Game Changers, the Man of Tomorrows, the Jerome Whitesides, the Hammers of the world. You know, the bozo, the clowns of the world. See, this is what happens when it's just business. You get these guys. Because those guys were just doing it because it was just business. You get them. You get them guys. You get these guys. Because it's just business. It's just business. Shout out to Gold Professor again for doubling up. He said, here's another 5 on it. I doubled up. I'm supporting our agency. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. That's where those guys come from. And they were just doing business. So why, when we do things just in the name of business, nothing constructive comes out of it? We got to turn around, destroy each other. This is that Thanos energy I was talking about. We got to blow up everything and start all over from scratch. This is the trauma I speak to that lies in the black man's spirit. This is why we do it over and over. Start from scratch. Rip the paper up, boil it up, throw it away, set it on fire. How long do you think we got to keep doing that, brothers? Before all of this shit become fully compromised. How long do you think? How do you think this world is going to be when your sons is 25? See, that's how I think. This is why I don't do certain stuff. I got sons out here. You think I would want somebody to F over my son in the name of business? Can it happen? Yes. But see, my thing is why is black men exercising that same supremacist mindset and attitude on their own people in the name of getting money, but then complain about the goddamn government? But you exercise the same mentality on your own men. You do the same thing. So what makes you any better? It's just business, just like the Pale Boy tell you. It's just business. Classism, racism. This about business. Remember? Remember? It's about business. It's not personal. We didn't enslave the black man and make him build everything and take his woman and disenfranchise him and destroy his goddamn reputation for generations. It was business. We did that for business purposes. It's not because we actually hate the black man. It's business. But now you got black men repeating this same shit to other black men. We got a problem here. See, we got too much problems we haven't addressed. See? See, either we standing in truth or we not. Cause see, you gotta stand on truth whether you're doing business or whether you're not doing business. And see, if you're doing all this shit and just in the name of business, you ain't no different from the oppressor. You ain't no different. And see, you can't hide it no more. Dudes can't dress it up no more because the space is already compromised. So people gonna see the cappery from a mile away. See, nobody said you had to do business at the expense of anyone. Nobody said that. But see, we think that that is the natural way of business because we learned that from a criminal. We learned that from a felon. We learned that from a demon. A low-level spirit taught us that this is what business is. Business is cutthroat. Business is this. It's snakes in business. It's rats in business. It's sharks in business. We learned all of that from the number one criminal of the world. And now we go around and repeat it and project it amongst each other. So you can't do business unless you want to harm somebody. And we're getting this. See, because I gotta go deep so y'all can understand. Y'all are getting this narrative of what business is. Y'all are saying that that is the nature of business. This is something that is natural in business, right? But you got that from an unnatural being. What are we doing here, fellas? What are we doing here? You let an unnatural being tell you the nature of something. What are we doing here? I think we need to go back to the basics. Shout out to Back to the Basics. I think that's where we need to go. Because every time we lose our footing, it's because we forgot the basics. How you let an unnatural person tell you what the nature of something is? He's telling you the nature of his business is cutthroat. That's what he's telling you. And he taught you his way of life. So now you think that that's your nature. Y'all dudes better get y'all mind right for real, for real. See, that's why nothing get built, because ain't nobody standing on no real truth. Nobody's standing on no truth. Dudes ain't got knowledge of self around here. Dudes ain't got knowledge of self around here. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You let an unnatural man tell you the nature of something. He don't know what business is. All he know is money, mac, and murder. That's his business. Slavery, suffering, and death. That's his business. That's his business. But y'all up here repeating what the nature of business is based on his concept. The man who raped and pillaged the whole goddamn world. Y'all run around here with his concept of business. That's why it's a bunch of mayhem around here, man. That's why it's a bunch of mayhem around here. Y'all dudes ain't got knowledge of self. We need to go back to the basics, man. Y'all don't got knowledge of self. Y'all don't really know what's going on out here. Y'all really don't know. That's why I put that video up. Stop the red pill capping. Y'all not in reality for real. Oh. You got brothers out here like Ice Cube fighting for agenda so black men can have their own identity. And dudes out here still regurgitating what they were taught by the oppressor in 2020. But then say they support Ice Cube. How? You goofy? You goofy? T.I. just told T.I. just told the black men to stay out of designer stores. He told us to stay out of designer stores for political purposes. Because a lot of those companies put money into things that oppress black people. They support candidates who want to oppress black people. And a lot of those companies came out and said that they didn't make their clothes for black people to even wear. Dudes can't do that though. Why I gotta do that? I ain't gotta do that to represent that. Exactly. Exactly. You're gonna do exactly what they know you're gonna do. That's why it's gonna be the same shit over and over and over and over. See, because I'm starting to think, for the most part, this is what everybody enjoys. We enjoy luxury slavery. You know, they're making slavery luxurious now. You know, dudes in jail, they could go live and have girlfriends and get CashApp donations and from the jail. They got, you know, a lot of jails now, they really have TVs in the cells personally. They're making the bed softer. Yeah. Putting vending machines, luxurious slavery. You can have a little tablet in jail. Actually on the internet. You guys are actually online. Y'all don't see what's going on here? But this is what they want. You know why? Because it's just business. Why not why not make them feel more comfortable? So they cannot want to leave. If the dudes that's out in the street committing crime, why would they care about going to jail for life? When they gonna go and sit in a cell with a goddamn air conditioner? Huh? I could go buy Doritos. We got vending machines in the joint. And I'ma get me a PayPal. I'ma marry her and get conjugal visits. It's just business. Young boys, come on. You could commit all the crimes. When you come to jail, you'll be comfortable. It'll feel like you in an Airbnb. Shout out to CL Collins. He said righteousness, responsibility, and competing. Salute. Come on. Keep committing the mayhem y'all are committing in the streets. We're going to make these jails nice and comfortable. We're going to make them comfortable. You ain't going to want to go home. Look at what else we just found out. We just found out that the Rainbow Coalition has crept their way into the Black Manosphere. What's the problem, guys? I agree with it. We do need to promote masculinity. See what happens when there's no vetting process, when there's no guidelines, when there's no structure, when it's just business and not a business that is actually constructed correctly. This is what happens. Dude just came out. He came out and said it. Yeah, I go that way. Straight up. I go that way. I told y'all there was a lot of dark fantasies in this space. Let me chill because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm making fun of them. But I told y'all that already. I already put that out there. See? But why can anyone be mad? It's just business. It's just business. So if it's just business, you really can't cut them out the equation. You can't cut women out and you can't cut them out. Because part of business is if you do, that's unethical. And you can get in trouble for that. But you can get cut out, Mr. Man, Mr. Black Man. You can be X'd out any day. I'll tell you about that, Kendra. I'll tell you about that. I'm not gonna put the brother out there like that because people was already running around saying the brother name. I ain't gonna put the brother name out there like that because you know I don't really know that dude mental space and all that. So, but we'll chop it up about that. I'll hit you up about that. But this is it's just business. Just business. See? And when you learn the business techniques of your oppressor, when you learn business from him, you're gonna do what he do. Why you think the same guys who was over there saluting Ramil, they dogpiling him? Because now it's about survival. They gotta survive. So they gotta take certain people down. And then they found, and what they do is the same thing they bigged up Ramil for, that they're using it to tear him down now. Because I've been spoke on Ramil and his porn situation. I spoke on that back in 2018. Probably late 2017. When I spoke on Ramil. That's the same stream I spoke on Black Ram. And how they was over there promoting bad unprogressive things to black men. And I ain't care who had a problem with it. But at that time, they was over there bigging up Ramil for being a porn star. And actually think dudes was in there saying, oh, I'm thinking about going into that. Yeah, you're right. That is an untapped industry for black men. Ramil was talking about business from day one. The way we need to uplift black men is we need to get this paper. Ramil was like that from day one. I know that because I watched Ramil. That's how I knew that them same dudes was over there with Ramil, advocating that porn shit with him. Now they dogpiling him about it. Shout out to E313. Appreciate you. Now they dogpiling him about it. Because it's just business. It's business. It's business. We don't want him in business no more over there. So let us come together and form a smear campaign like they did with Cuda, like they did with Angry Man. They had a small smear campaign for BGS. I can't even say it's small because he got doxxed. So I'm not even going to say it was small. They had a smear campaign for him. Now it's a smear campaign for Ramil. Let's go in on Ramil. And how that's not good for black men. But I've been said that 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Two and a half years ago. But see, now, dudes got to survive. It's just business. Don't take it personal, Ramil. It's just business. It's just business. Don't take it personal, Angry Man. It's just business. Don't take it personal, BGS. It's just business. Isn't that what the Grandmaster Trolls say? It's just business. Isn't that who just blasted Ramil, the Grandmaster Troll? It's just business. See, this is the kind of shit that happens in business when you're doing business with unethical men. See? See, this just don't happen in business. See, that's what they want you to believe. See, but that whole thing was just on his channel. He got a lot of views. I'm pretty sure people donated. It's just business. Don't take it personal. Got to be careful with those 3 words. Got to be careful. That's what I came to let y'all know today. Got to be careful, man. Got to be careful with the statements you use, especially when you're a content creator. Because you don't know what people are going to take with them words and do with them. Because they'll use them, do some foul shit to you, and then spit it back at you. and it can fit properly for what happened. You just in your feelings about it. See? So shout out to everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody, man. Shout out to the Thriller in the building. What's going on, Sun Kiss? Salute to you. Salute to Sun Kiss. Shout out to Brenda. Hey, what's going on, Brenda? Mr. Greasy in the building. See who else up in here, man. I'm going to give some shout outs. If y'all enjoyed the show, donate to the show. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Shout out to everybody who donated so far. I appreciate all the donations. Shout out to the Crimson Cure in the building. Shout out to my brother Malika, Torrance V, E313. Shout out to Bayou Bunny in the building. CL Collins. Facts, they could video chat, iPads, all that. Peace to the God Gangster. Suavemente in the building. Shout out to my brother Suavemente. Y'all know who that is. That's my man, Third Ward. Shout out to D Remedy. Shout out to the God Gold Professor. Black Manosphere Inc. Salute. We kill dragons. Salute, my brother. Salute. If I'm not mistaken, that's my brother Truth as I know it. Shout out to my brother Truth. Shout out to Doug the Diplomat. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for tuning in, too. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to my brother Kangster for hitting the Cash App. Appreciate you. He said knowledge, wisdom, understanding is not around here. Facts. Shout out to the Thriller. Appreciate you. Hitting the Cash App. And shout out to my man D Remedy for hitting the Cash App. He said, peace, God. Peace, God. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate all the donations. Much love. I will be back later on tonight, so y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. This is DS1 Ross at SheepStaySleepTV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries, man, for standing tall. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries. Salute to all the matter mercenaries, man, for standing tall. I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace.